Impressive. Well, new this morning, we are taking a look back at the 1936 Summer Olympics. That's when North Carolina's first Olympian competed, and he was from the Triad. Our Kelly Kendall joins us now with more on his story. Kelly.
The 1936 Olympics saw some of the United States' most famous athletes, such as Jesse Owens and Helen Stephens, and among their ranks was Harry Williamson, a track star from High Point. Harry Williamson was born in High Point in 1913. His athletic career didn't begin on the track, but on the baseball field.
The athletics director at the high school, at High Point High School, now High Point Central, suggested he might do better with track, and he just took to it like a duck to water.
Williamson then went to the University of North Carolina, where he set record after record in half-mile, mile, and 3-mile races. It was during that time Marion Inabinit with the High Point Museum says he set a new goal in 1932.
When the 32 Olympics were in Los Angeles, that was when he sort of made up his mind. It's like, I'm going to train and I'm going to get to these next Olympics.
Wow.
It just so happened that the next Olympics was this infamous Olympics of going to Berlin.
Also referred to as the Nazi Olympics. Inabinit says in 1936, Adolf Hitler wanted to use the games as propaganda for his regime. American officials seriously considered boycotting the games, but ultimately decided to send Team USA, and that included Williamson.
It was just such a spectacle, and it was just so big because the stadiums were huge.
After winning his qualifying heats in the 800-meter race, Williamson finished 6th in the final, coming up short of any Olympic medals. After returning to the States, he hung up his spikes and took a job at Haynes Manufacturing in Winston-Salem. Then, in 1996, the Atlanta Olympics put Williamson back in the spotlight. He ran one of the famous Olympic torches in Charlotte. Inabinit says his legacy lives on at the High Point Museum, which has several of his Olympic memorabilia.
He liked to recite the Olympic Creed was because that's not about winning, it's about the doing and the training and the participation. And that's what he felt was the most important.
Now, Kelly, we mentioned this earlier. There's a debate about him being the first North Carolinian Olympian. So what did you learn about that?
Yeah, so the High Point Museum explains that there were other athletes with ties to the state, but because Williamson was trained there, raised there, he was born there, they consider him the first, even though there were some who went to the Olympics a little bit before him.
Okay. And you were saying he was inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Yes, that happened in 1999, and the High Point Museum says he was really happy about that because it happened just before his death in 2000. So he's really pleased to be able to see that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. What an awesome piece of history that you found there.
So unique. I had no idea that he was from High Point, and then went to my alma mater, UNC, so I had to wear the colors today. I had to give a shout out to Harry.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those spikes are no joke. Wow.
Oh my gosh, yes. The High Point Museum explained to me that they used to run more on the balls of their feet, and so I think that's why they had to be so sharp, but those were some serious spikes there.
Yeah.
Looks like out of a horror film, my goodness. Yeah.